Hello everyone, Doug Gaffney here, and it is a fantastic, phenomenal, beautiful, and just really energizing day. Um, I wanted to, I've been talking to a couple of individuals in regards to the variety of books that I've read. Ooh, excuse me. Um, totally unexpected, but natural, right? Anyway, just talking to a lot of people about the variety of books that they've read and that I've read over the years. And, there's a lot of information out there. Okay, we've gone through and we've gone through an information age, and really like we're in an information overload, to where there's so much information out there. And if you start reading like in the personal development, self-help, mindset, motivational areas, just self-development, you start realizing that some of it may be the same. It may be the same principles or theories, but from the perspective of different individuals. And really, that's what makes people individual and unique in and of itself. But the bottom line is you start realizing things in regards to yourself and in regards to life in general. And life and just personal development is really basic yet complex. And I say that simply to say that there's a lot to understand, and it's not just something that you're going to get in one setting or one year of your life or 1 month of your life or one weekend seminar of your life. Really, as life we know is a journey and it's a process in and of itself. And so, in understanding that, I wanted to kind of share with you, um, you know, I am an entrepreneurial leadership coach, and I talk with and meet with people daily. Okay, and to be quite honest with you, I learn from the perspective of the people that I coach as well. Okay, that's why I've adopted the concept of a leading, learning leader, because even in leading, you're still learning from the people, and that's a whole concept that I'm embellishing. But the bottom line is any leader of quality, any great leader, not just a good or average leader, any great leader knows that they're always resharpening the saw. They're always learning. They're always focusing on becoming a better person. Because as we know, the number one constant in life is change. And really, in order to stay relevant, you must grow. Just like trees and just natural plants, they're growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. And just the same thing with the mind. If your mind's not growing, if you as an individual intellectually aren't growing, then what are you doing? Staying stagnant, rotting, and eventually becoming a negative person, because all you know is what you know. Like in basic philosophy, we only know what we know until we expand on it and we begin to understand more. And so that's a choice that we all have to learn. Bottom line is, in order to help people learn and in order to help people grow, we have to read, we have to engage others' knowledge and wisdom. And so a lot of times it's a little overwhelming because we're working, we may have families, we may have a lot of things going on in life, but really excuses are like buttholes, excuse me, but we can't always have an excuse, and everyone has one of those butthole things there, and they don't smell too well. The bottom line is there can't be an excuse for it. There's a solution. Okay, a problem is a solution. Anyone that knows me, a problem is an opportunity for a solution. So the solution here is to help those that are serious about learning, that are serious about sharpening the saw continuously and consistently, and just really raising the bar and their standard and elevating their education and knowledge base and wisdom. What I'm going to begin doing is what I'm calling or coining the Daily 10. Okay, the Daily 10. And so we're going to use the platform of Google Plus or Google Hangouts. And what it's going to be is, as some of you guys are familiar with the Google Hangouts, you can only allow 10 people, or there's only a maximum of 10 people that can actually be in that chat room, that can physically see each other and interact with each other. And so that's the maximum that's going to be able to participate in the Daily 10. And what's going to happen is for example, each individual is going to have a particular book that they're working on, they're reading, okay? And every individual is going to get time to share insight as to that chapter, that specific area that they read, or a specific topic that was focused on. They're going to share some of their own personal experience as it relates to what was taught there in that book. And then we're going to actually be able to give some feedback from other 10 or 9 people that are on the call. And then every other individual is going to be reading a different book, potentially in a different area or different subject or category, and they're going to share it as well. This way, it's like you're adding a catalyst to your ability to read. Okay, and obviously, 10 people, 10 different books, and if you're doing this daily, I mean, can you imagine how many books you can get through? Imagine if you could say, this year I read 1,000 books, or this year I actually read 100 books. How many did you read last year? How many did you read last year? Some of us going through school, we understand that there's a lot of reading that's involved, and a lot of times it's overwhelming. And if you've ever been in the cohort environment to where it's a smaller group dynamic of, maybe 15 and 20 people, and, some of them have figured out maybe I should share some of the load, or, some of us can read specific areas in the assigned reading for that week or that day, and we can share it, come together as a group, and then present on that information that was in the reading. Therefore, we're all gaining a lot more in a shorter period of time. See, I was in that cohort environment, I understand it, and so it worked extremely well. And I'm just opening up this whole idea or concept of learning to you that want to learn, that want to expand that knowledge base. And so this was just a quick video just to kind of share what's going on. I'm looking forward to starting this at the beginning of June. Okay, and if you're interested and serious about it, please just simply input your information over here, your email address, phone number, name, and as soon as you do that and hit submit or whatever the button there is, you'll get redirected to my site, and we'll you start getting some information as to what's going on and when we're going to get everything rolling. Okay, you'll get a direct email as to what's going on, and we'll kind of get the ball rolling from there. If we're not connected on Facebook, LinkedIn, or some type of a social media, or you're not in my daily growth newsletter, I'll definitely include you into it as you input your information, so that way you're always getting information there and you can stay connected. All right, so certainly make it a very great and awesome, blessed day. I look forward to seeing you guys as we start this whole Daily 10 program, and I look forward to growth and prosperity and ultimately happiness for all. Lord bless and have a phenomenal day. My name is Doug Gaffney. Take care.